Welcome to another video brought to you by Mohamed Al-Marzooqi Advocates and Consultancy, leading legal experts. In today's video, we'll be discussing how to calculate compensation for death and disability work injuries. In the case injury led to the death of a worker, his family members are entitled to compensation equivalent to the basic wage of the worker for a period of 24 months, provided that the value of the compensation shall not be less than 18,000 dirhams and not more than 35,000 dirhams, and the value of the compensation should be calculated on the basis of his last wage paid by the worker prior to his death. If the last salary the worker received before their injury is 1,000 dirhams, for example, the death allowance that his family will receive is 24,000. Another example, if his last salary was 2,000 dirhams, then the death compensation would not be 48,000 dirhams, but rather 35,000 dirhams. And also, if the last salary received was 500 dirhams, then the compensation is not 12,000 dirhams, but rather 18,000 dirhams, as the amount of compensation is limited between the values of 18,000 dirhams minimum and 35,000 dirhams maximum, as per Article 149. Now we look at the case where injury has led to total disability in a worker, where the worker has become permanently incapable of practicing any profession or work that he earns from his living, and it is confirmed by a decision of a competent medical committee after the feasibility of his situation, such as total loss of sight, loss of arms, loss of legs, mental illness, or chronic and intractable diseases. The amount of compensation due to the worker in the case of total permanent disability is the same amount due in the case of death, which is equal to the basic wage of the worker for a period of 24 months, provided that the value of the compensation is not less than 18,000 dirhams and not more than 35,000 dirhams, as per Article 151. Let's look at the case where a partial disability has occurred as a result of a work-related injury. In other words, the worker is permanently incapacitated from performing his work. Partial disability, although it reduces the worker's ability to produce and earn a certain percentage, but does not prevent the worker from performing his work entirely. In this case, the injured worker is entitled to compensation in accordance with the percentages specified in the tables attached to the labour law, multiplied by the amount of compensation as per Article 150. If the injury of the worker, for example, causes him to lose his full elbow, the percentage of disability according to the schedule of the labour law is 70%. If the last monthly salary that was collected before injury is 1,000 dirhams, compensation due to the worker in this example is 16,800 dirhams, because the death compensation in this example is 24,000 dirhams. Thus, we have shown how to calculate death compensation and compensation for both total disability and permanent partial disability based on the UAE labour law. So this video is brought to you by Mohamed Al-Marzuqi Advocates and Consultancy. Thank you very much for viewing.